What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Yeah guys, today is Monday, December 2nd. You made it to the last month of 2024. It has been a long ride. I know, it feels like it's been an eternity, but you've made it to the end of the year. I feel like we've had this conversation multiple times every year when we've made it to the end of the year before things go absolutely crazy in December. So yeah, buckle in, okay? I have a gift for you too, in fact. Bam! Here's the boy. Here's the boy. He's the boy. The boy. And he's here. He's sleeping right next to me. Chase is sleeping under the couch, so you can't bother him right now. But here's the boy. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. And number two, this is also for you guys. You know how I usually tweet on Twitter for you guys to, like, you know, news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about? Well, now I'm going to give you guys at home and the YouTube comments a chance in December to basically contribute to what type of videos we cover. Number one, ask me a question. Okay. I don't really care what it is, but if it's like a highly rated one, a lot of people are asking, and it's something we can cover in a video, I'll cover it. And number two, if you just have a video idea that you'd like me to create for the month of December, let me know. Okay. It could be a specific trend. It could be about a specific person. It could be about a specific event, whatever it is. Okay. I want to get YouTube in on the contributions of what we talk about so we can have a full circle conversation, not just on Twitter. Okay. So yeah, go in the comments and do that. And yeah, have fun. Let's get into today's news. Starting with, that's right, President Joe Biden officially pardoning his son. You guys probably heard this news yesterday. But it's nepotism at its finest. Is this nepotism? Is that what it's called usually? I don't know. But yeah, Hunter Biden was an absolute menace. There was pictures of him living his best life. I think he had like prostitutes and like cocaine, drugs, like to be fair, to be honest, Mans was just out here just living his best life as the president's son. He was charged on gun and tax charges, okay? And Biden had said he wasn't going to pardon him. He wasn't going to do it. But then he did it. Here's the statement from Biden, just in case you guys are curious. He said, "Today, I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word, even as I watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted, oh man, without aggravating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a weapon as a straw purchaser. People are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form. Those who were late paying their taxes because of serious addictions but paid them back subsequently, the interest and penalties are typically given non-criminal resolutions. It is clear that Hunter was treated differently. For my entire career, I've followed a simple principle: just tell the American people the truth. They'll be fair-minded. Here's the truth. I believe in the justice system, but imagine the president saying but about the freaking justice system. As I've wrestled with this, I also believe raw politics has infected this process, and it led to a miscarriage of justice. And once I made this decision this weekend, there was no sense in delaying it further. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision." Damn. Yeah. So there we go. We got President Biden pardoning his son of his crimes because the justice system was against him and he was being used like a chess piece in the war against Trump and Biden running for president. He didn't deserve any of that backlash. To be frank, I don't care. I honestly don't care. What I'm worried about, though, is that now that Biden is like pardoning, like, you know, like freaking his son, Hunter Biden, right? Now, when Trump comes into office, people are like, okay, we pardoning people? We pardoning people? First, I would like to pardon myself, okay? I would like to pardon myself of any crimes that I may commit in the future and the past and the present. That's what I would do if I was Trump. Some people are wondering if he's going to pardon the J6 insurrectionists from January 6th. What was it, a year, two, three? Oh, a long time ago. Yeah, but they're wondering, will they pardon those guys who are currently sitting in jail right now and are probably going to be sentenced to jail still? I don't know if they've all been charged yet, but yeah, wondering if that's going to be the next pardon. So yeah, guys, that's all we got in politics for today. Okay, if you guys want to know more about what's happening, like, there's been a lot, but I've been purposely like shielding you guys from a lot of the antics. All you really need to know is January 20th, okay? On a day and a month and a half, we're going to be having Trump and presidents. And then, yeah, we're going to have a buckle in. We're going to have a wild 4 years, bro. Who knows what's going to happen? I'll keep you guys posted. In world breaking news and Twitch news, Cenat. That's right. We got to talk about my gang really quickly, okay? Because he just got finished his Mafia-thon 2, where he basically did a full month of streaming nonstop. And it was absolutely freaking epic. I think he ended it here with the world record of 725,460 Twitch subscribers and is completely taken over the record. I think the last one was done by Ironmouse. She wrapped up like around 320 to 350k subscribers. Man's basically doubled it and it was an absolute ride. Okay, I'm not going to talk about all of the antics because there were a lot. One of the biggest ones was during Thanksgiving where they had Kevin Hart and Drewski. They came over for a sleepover and like Kevin Hart, they're actually, Kevin Hart is just funny. Okay, naturally Kevin Hart is a funny dude when he's just off script talking, absolutely hilarious. He was interacting with the people. I think Drewski, you guys know Drewski, he's the big dude who kind of got Twitter famous and now he's kind of like celebrity famous now. But yeah, all three of them were like doing craziness stuff. Drewski was bullying some little kid that was chubby apparently, and then apparently his mom had to come out and was like, hey, how dare you called him a gorilla. So how dare this gorilla call my son fat, right? And then basically was trying to get money. There was so much freaking drama. NPC Miles Morales, the guy who's like, hey, I'm Miles, you know, these roses, those smell amazing. You know, that got funny as hell. Probably was one of the highlights of my year, to be honest. Absolutely hilarious how he interacts with the rest of the cast. He had on every type of like singer. He had on Kyrie, basketball players. He had LeBron's son. He had everybody up on there. There was nobody that was like the Super Smash Brothers of just people showing up and him playing around with them. It seemed like it was a good time. There was one big controversy though that made it seem like he might get banned on Twitch, and it had to do with a lynching, and it wasn't a black guy getting lynched. It was a white guy, and he was a magician. Okay, let me tell you exactly what happened really fast. Then they're saying, talk about how Cenat almost got sabotaged by a lame YouTube prankster. Okay, after magician Major Max pranked Cenat with a dangerous magic trick tonight, Cenat has decided to ban all magicians from his future streams. Now, I cannot show you the actual clip of what occurred, so close your eyes and let me just kind of like create and paint the image in your mind, because if I put that picture on YouTube, we're getting yoinked. But the dude on the right is a magician named Major Max, right? And he came up here to do a magic trick. Apparently though, the magic trick that he was going to perform was not the one that he agreed upon with Cenat, according to him. And then things got a little bit weird because imagine the guy, Magician Mike, standing on a podium with a rope, a noose around his neck and his arms tied behind his back, and Kai on the other side of this whole camera thing holding what appears to be a lever that was going to trigger this man then dangling from his neck and him actually getting hung on freaking Twitch's Cenat's Mafia-thon. Like, that's absolutely freaking insane. During the process of all this happening, okay, Kai looks absolutely confused. He's like, what's happening? What's going on? Wait a minute. This could get me banned. Wait a minute. Whoa. Clearly kind of caught off guard what's happening. They move the cameras and all of this stuff. And apparently freaking Major Max comes out and then he just leaves. Kai basically tells him to come up here and explain what happened, bro. And he was like, nah, let's just let the internet, let's just see what happens, bro. See ya, deuces. And he just dips out with his whole crew, not explaining this entire fiasco that quite literally could have ended the Mafia-thon. A lot of people on the internet, like two sides, one being like, why isn't Cenat banned? That's absolutely heinous. How dare he show that on camera? And other people being like, bro, why would this man come here on Cenat's stream and basically sabotage it in order to try to get him banned? Like, what in the hand fat, dog?
But we gotta wait for it. We gotta get an apology, bro.
So did he really have like a heart attack?
Bro, cause they told my team that he was doing crazy. Something. Yeah, I look crazy.
Yeah, cause you probably scared your streamers. So hey, hold on, and Max, you could have traumatized people. Like, how you know motherfuckers ain't walking in on like people's getting hung? Yeah, like that's crazy for real.
Yeah, Sexy Red. That's crazy for real. They actually captured one of Magician Mike's homies. All right, they literally got him. Like, they chased him. They went after. They got him to get him to explain what the hell happened.
I heard Bookie.
Yeah. Sit
right here.
Sit. Yeah. Hey, sit down. Stop. Hold on. Be serious, dog. Gang. Was you there last year?
Sit in the middle.
Me? Yes.
I was with you guys down there.
Was you and me last year?
With you last year, yeah.
You was?
Yeah.
So you know. how I let him have a chance on my shit.
And he said that's his phone. Yeah.
You know that's his phone?
He got Mac's phone.
He can't come back until... You can't leave until he come back, bro. I'm dead ass.
I'm
human and human.
I understand.
I'm not playing.
I understand.
Relax, let me speak. Just like Kai talk.
I'm dead ass, bro. Stop doing that.
I understand.
You tried to leave just now.
No, I'm just getting...
Word of my mother, you tried to leave.
You tried to leave.
The fuck are you talking about?
Word of my mother, you wanted to
car is parked in front of your house.
We said, yo, can you speak?
Yeah, man. They tried to freaking like dine and dash Kai. Just be like, bam, hey, here's a trick, and it's awfully terrible. You might get banned for it. See ya, deuces. Caught you, man. Interrogate him. He just kept saying, like you can just tell, bro. Like, the Kai put a lot of time, energy, and effort in creating this mafia-thon. Got like a bunch of big people, and have somebody to come out here and try to ruin it, to destroy all of it. That's messed up. That's not cool. That's whack. It's pretty whack. What isn't whack is my boy Cenat finally joining the VTuber space. That's right. Ironmouse was out here as well streaming, and yeah, she made a guest appearance on Kai's stream, bro. Imagine, yo, you like a Kai fan, and you just suddenly see this like anime big titty girl just come out of nowhere. I feel like a lot of people had their awakenings that day. A lot of people were being like haters, like, what the heck? Why is this 2D person on here? And some people were like, what do you mean by that?
Can I come in?
Are you coming?
Yeah,
come in if you want.
No, all right, I'm coming in.
I'll move over here to the side.
I'm coming in. Yeah!
Legs are tweaking out.
Holy sh! Damn! Oh, I ain't gonna lie, my fault. My fault. Hold on. Oh, we in there, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, we in there, motherfucker. Oh.
You know this man doing that same dance, bro. That freaking same old dance, dog. Absolutely hilarious. Having both Kai and Ironmouse, the two most subscribed Twitch streamers in terms of like the records, coming together. There was a lot of beef. For some reason, like there's the VTuber community who's like, you know, screw Cenat, blah, blah, blah. And you got Cenat fans who are like saying screw Ironmouse. I believe my boy Connor, Sea-Dog, basically made a video talking about how the situation was absolutely terrible. How there were so many people sending death threats and sending all these bad messages towards Ironmouse, who's just chill. She just be chilling. She just told me both of them doing these, you know, mafia-thons, these marathons on Twitch, and they're basically giving a lot of money away for charity purposes, right? And then people are just trying to create drama out of it. But yeah, really cool to see these two come together, joining up the two biggest verses that you can think of on Twitch. And congratulations to Kai, man, for breaking another freaking record and having an epic 1 month event of just funny clips on and on and on, just doing big things. But guys, before we get further in today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by dbrand. dbrand is a company that excels in making heavily customized accessories for electronic devices. Phones, laptops, gaming systems, controllers, AirPods. If you can think it, they definitely have it. Guys, the holidays are right around the corner. And if you're anything like me, you're probably scrambling around trying to find that perfect gift for friends, family, or let's be honest, maybe even yourself. Well, look no further because dbrand has you covered. Literally. Their grip cases give you that peace of mind whenever you're like texting with one hand or you're gaming on the go. And if you're just looking to like switch up the looks on your gadgets, their premium skins are perfect for adding a sleek and personalized touch. So guys, do you want the secret sauce? Okay, you want to know what makes dbrand the perfect holiday gift? Not only are you giving someone top-notch protection for their pricey electronics, but you're also giving them something that they'll use every single day. That means they'll think about you every single day. But also, it's practical, it's stylish, and it's something they probably didn't even know they needed. And last but definitely not least, they have tons and tons of customization options, so you can make your gift just as unique as the person you're shopping for. So yeah, guys, what are you waiting for? You guys can make your holiday shopping easy this year. Head over to dbrand.com/omni and grab something that's for sure to be a hit. Trust me when I say, whoever gets one of these bad boys under their tree is going to love you for it. Again, that's dbrand.com/omni. And again, special thanks to dbrand for sponsoring today's video. Speaking of VTuber news, okay, I know we haven't talked about this. I don't got the Omni VTuber thing ready for you guys. I'm sorry. I forgot how to cut it on, okay? But Hololive, the biggest VTuber agency that's out there. We've talked about them a few times, okay? They are now having their 5th graduation of another member this year. It's going to be, oh God, Sarah's Fauna, okay? Or Cerez, okay? Cerez or Sarah's Fauna, but Yeah, they've lost 5 people in 1 year. A lot of people feel like what's happening with Hololive and this agency and these graduation, for those of you guys who don't know, means that they're gone. All right, they're no longer going to be these characters. Usually when they graduate, they come back, they reincarnate. There's another character somewhere else as an indie. So, but they can't be the same people. And usually their YouTube channels and all their content gets wiped out. A lot of people believing this has to do with the fact that Hololive went public a while back. And since they went public, it looks like they've been cutting a lot of their cast. Some people are worried that Gura might be next on the chopping block. For those of you guys who don't know Gura, this one right here, the tiny blue one, okay, she's probably one of the most popular, most famous ones out there right now who has been doing it and has been doing it for quite some time. Yeah, they are worried that homie is going to be next because she's been MIA for quite some time. Apparently there's some activity on one of her secondary accounts. So I don't know. We'll see. But if she graduates, that will be absolutely freaking huge. Okay, the entire VTuber space will absolutely explode. Aubrey said Ranma 1/2 remake is one of the best anime out there right now and everyone should watch it. Okay, I you know what, I will. I need to watch this. I've been watching a lot of sports anime while I do my my cardio, so I haven't been watching too much anime outside of it. I still need to catch up on Dragon Ball Daima, but this one I didn't watch the original Ranma 1/2. So I like to watch remakes, but I also like to watch the remakes after I've already seen the original. So maybe I'll just skip it and go straight to this, but I've heard good news about this anime. Might have to capture. I'm watching Dan right now, and bro, I keep saying it every freaking week. Dan. Watch it. And if you love it, then welcome to the team. Okay, you're part of the accepted and the chosen ones. And if you don't like it, well, you just have bad taste. You just do. You just got bad taste. Omni is not really my thing. Well, you know what? Sorry that peak isn't your thing. Okay, sorry that you only enjoy bland arts and food. Okay, I will never ask your opinion for anything. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all already know, bro. Y'all thought it was a scam? Nah, man. The homie Shofu and the game, they came through. The Pokemon Cypher 2024 is officially out. We've been waiting. Okay, we've been waiting, and they've been working in the background. They kept delaying it. People were like, "What's up, Shofu? Where's the Pokemon Cypher? Where's the raps? Where's the beef? Where are y'all at? Why y'all not rapping? Where's the annual? Where is it? You know?" And it took a long time after some Kickstarters and a much delays. Homies finally came through with the Pokemon Cypher 2024. I'll drop a link directly to the Cypher in the description below, but here's a preview that Shofu posted on Twitter, which they got them standing from a top-down field already. So I'm guessing what, they was on a green screen? How did they do this? This is pretty dope.
Okay, talking, take the Glock, okay, I'm shining in this bitch. Glaciato with the ice, I might be sliding in this bitch. Look at the diamonds, gotta rewind, it got perfect timing in this bitch. I get in the room, get clapping, I kill a mess for no enthusiasm. They was sleeping on me, ain't no flute, I just maneuver past them. You see my dogs, they moving silence. If I do dispatch them, sneaking with them rockets, he gon' die and get a suit to match him. We spinning it back, huh? We spinning it back, what's that in the sky? We under attack, huh? That shit for the birds, I'm popping the seal, she give it the cat.
They got Mewtwo in the back?
Huh. He came with a sword, he holding the shield, I'm packing it.
He would look.
Cat, huh?
They got the. They got Lucario. They got the actual squad where they fighting with them. That's absolutely wild, bro. There's no way you can have Lucario and Mewtwo fighting on this little small stage, though, bro. Y'all gonna get eviscerated. In other news, Jacksepticeye has been diagnosed with autism. Yeah, that's the thing. One of the biggest golden childs of YouTube, Jacksepticeye. Yeah, he's made a tweet on November 27th saying, "I have officially been diagnosed with autism. Had an assessment a couple of weeks ago about it and got the confirmation today." All right, and you know me. I was joking. I was teasing. You know, I'm just like making, you know, some moments where people were like, you know, as I said, you can say the word now, right? You can say it. That was a joke. Obviously, some people don't approve of it, even within the community. There was a whole fight in my comments where people who are autistic were like, yes, he can say it. And some people were like, no, you're not allowed to say the word. And they just started going back and forth. And I was like, oh my God, what? I ain't mean for it to get this crazy. So yeah, you know how that could probably impact. But yeah. Jacksepticeye. He's autistic.
I like trains. Now that we get that out of the way, I wanted to do a video talking about a recent thing that happened to me, which was I was diagnosed with autism. I'm gonna leave some time there for a lot of you to be like, yeah,
we knew.
Duh.
We knew, brother.
We knew. Well, if you knew, why didn't you tell me? No one told me. I want to talk about it because I think it's important
you would have known
to open up that conversation, because after having it be diagnosed officially by a doctor, a lot of people came to me and were like, oh, but you're so like social and you're so like your communication is great. And like I couldn't tell. And I think that that's an important distinction to make, because so I haven't watched this video all the way, but I have some friends, I have family who are autistic as well. Okay. And autism is not just the, the nonverbal version of it. There are people who don't, they hide, they plain sight. They don't really kind of show the signs of autism, but their brains definitely do. And they're kind of working through that as well. It's not always, obvious, I would say. The nonverbal one, where some of the people who are autistic have like little tics that you can kind of see, that you've probably seen in movies or whatever. Some of the most obvious tics, I think, is this the stem that are given a lot of people who are autistic, and so they think anybody else who doesn't fit that category is not autistic. But no, there's different forms of it. It sounds like he definitely has the one where, at least with the verbal. Sorry for the freeze frame, by the way, brother. You gained a little bit of weight. You look good. You look sexy. Yeah, I feel like he probably has the one where verbally he's fine, but maybe something's going on in his brain and his mental that's not so bueno for him. For me, growing up in like the 90s or the early 2000s, autism had to be that thing that was what is now known as nonverbal autism. It had to be the people who need to stim all the time. It had to be people who need repetitive motions, who can't really communicate well.
Right.
It was that like really stereotypical version of it that a lot of people still think today is what autism is. And don't get me wrong, that is part of the spectrum of it, and some people are that way, but that's not the entire picture anymore. And for me, for a long time, I was like, oh, I have ADHD. And I thought that was the reason why a lot of the things I do are the way I do them. But it turns out that ADHD and autism are also like a Venn diagram, or like they're part of the same spectrum, or however you want to visualize it. It's basically, I don't want to say basically, but to put it like in the basic, most banal terms, they're basically the same thing. And I got tested because of my own curiosity. I just like figuring out how my body is, why I am the way I am, how I kind of like fit into different places in the world, and also just to kind of like give myself peace of mind, because when I was a kid, I was the outsider. I was weird. I played video games too much. Yeah, I was the outsider too. I might have autism. For real, I got something, okay? I got something, I'm not going to be like a lot of these TikTok kids that come out and be like, yeah, I got ADHD, I got autism, I got all the isms, I'm everything, right? I'm not going to do that, but something is wrong with my brain. You guys have watched my content enough to know that there's something off about Omni, right? This man's not normal, especially if you see me on stream as well, right? My brain does not work like most people. There's something, a lot of people hide their illnesses behind humor. I don't know if you guys know that, their trauma and their illnesses, right? When you see some of the most funniest people, or out-of-pocket people, or people who like to tell a lot of jokes, that's a mask. Usually that's been developed and created through large amounts of mental illness, right? Or so, I don't know. I probably got something. I'm just not curious to know. I'm just going to say, you know what? It's just one of my quirks, okay? But I don't want to know if I got something. Is it going to change anything? Maybe. But I've come to this self-discovery, not I've made it about myself. But you guys, here's Jacksepticeye. He's got autism. We don't care. We love him. He's still the same. Obviously, he's going to be going through the motions, and he's curious, so he's going to probably take some actions to go for it. And for him, he's going to be self-aware about it. For me, I just chalk it up to just being a part of Omni and my personality. And unless it becomes something that I feel like is detrimental to my brain or to my body, then maybe I'll go further. But the thing, I didn't even talk about the thing is that my brain, it doesn't cut off. It does not shut off. I have this thing where my brain continues to think about like YouTube, or it continues to think about work, or it continues to think about things. Like there's no stopping. There's no in between, right? There's no pause. Like when I'm in places where I'm supposed to relax or rest or stop thinking, or when I start trying to practice mindfulness, like it feels like it goes faster and faster. There's only really soft, rare moments during my day, and they're very like far and few between, where my brain usually, calms down, as I says, chills and relaxes, and I can actually kind of like think my thoughts, right?
That's what my brain does. It just runs on autopilot nonstop, really fast rate. And sometimes it gets, now I know what you guys are doing at home. Omni, that sounds like autism. Welcome to the gang, right, girl? Omni, that sounds like ADHD. I'm getting self-diagnosed, okay? I don't know. It's just a quirk that I have. I have many quirks, but those are just one of the few. But I don't know, maybe one day I'll look into it. But that's Jacksepticeye with the autism. There's a full 16-minute video on his channel if you guys are curious to know more about it. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I feel like, you know, coming out and saying that you've been diagnosed, is people were like, that's cool. We kind of figured as much. Hopefully you are okay with that diagnosis and the things that you need to go through to do with it. But the rest of the world is just like, if anything, you know, pat in the back. That's awesome. You know, welcome to the club type situation. Last but not least, we'll end this story with an unfortunate thing that happened to me yesterday while I was making chili. That's right. I have the meanest bowl of chili that you guys can imagine. Okay. There's one dish that I make very well. I'm a cook. I'm a chef. That's one of my several hobbies that I have, and I love cooking. But my best dish, the one that I'd have to like share to aliens, and if it wasn't good, they'd kill us all, is my chili. It's so good. I'm not going to tell you how I make it. I'm not going to share the recipe. I'm going to gatekeep it. Gatekeeping it, okay? This is the only thing that makes me me, all right? So anyway, yesterday, well, Wolf Phoenix said, how did the story end? Okay, just quick, small story time, all right? But I said I was making chili with habanero and jalapeno peppers, and I accidentally scratched my balls because they were itchy. GG's, that's right. If you guys don't know, if you don't cook, okay, this is just a public service announcement and a warning for those of you future chefs who might want to go out there and, you know, start slicing and dicing, okay? For jalapeno peppers are hot, all right? But they're not just hot to the taste, okay? Jalapeno peppers are hot in that if you actually touch it, the insides or whatever, it releases a heat. And the heat is not just straight up like, oh, this is spicy. No, it gets on your fingers. And not only does it get on your fingers, it sticks, okay? Imagine invisible paint, all right? Just imagine it, but you can't see it. That's jalapeno peppers, and that's even more the case when it comes to habanero. Habanero being the small orange ones that are super spicy, okay? Just being around those bad boys, okay? You cannot see the paint that rubs on your fingers, okay? But it's bad. So if you touch it and you're handling it, you got to wash your hands several times. And even after you wash your hands, those things stick for a while, okay? It's very hard to get it off. I'm sure there's a way. Anyway, I think you can see where this is going. I was messing with some habaneros and some jalapenos and added to my chili, just chefing it up. And then I think I washed my hands. I think I might have went to use the bathroom or something. I just did a little scratch, you know, just like, yeah, you know, I was done. I wasn't scratching or cross-contaminating, okay? It was just after the chili was done, I was like, yeah, good job, me. You know, went for a scratch, with a little, you know? And then I sat down and I was looking at my phone, and then I started feeling some like heat. And then I was like, oh no. Did I scratch my balls? And then I realized very quickly after the moment that I was like, yeah, I did, because the heat kept intensifying, and it was so this is when I made the tweet. Later on was keeping you guys updated. I said the heat keeps rapidly increasing. Chat, I think I'm cooked. My bloodline has been evaporated now. They've been officially cooked by the heat of the mango habanero. Long story short, I raw dogged it. Okay. For a moment, I thought maybe I need to go to the hospital, right? I was like, maybe I need to go to the hospital. Maybe I need to go to ER, right? But there's no way. I'm not going there for someone to come licking my balls. I'm embarrassed. I'm the type of person where I'd rather die than get saved, but be embarrassed about it, right? There was one time I was on an airplane, and I think I was sick. I think I had like a flu or a cold or whatever, but it was mild. But when you go elevation wise, for some reason, like it was really bad. And my head started hurting like crazy. My vision started blurring. I was in so much pain. My sinuses. I don't know if you guys have ever had one of those airplane sickness things. I thought I was going to die. But the person next to me never knew. I sat there, straight face, you know, even smiling and chuckling and be like, hey, yeah, can I have some orange juice? When the person came, I ain't tell nobody nothing, that I literally thought I was going to pass out and die. I was going to hold that thing. It would have been me, you know, man dies on airplane, but could have been saved if he had just asked for help. don't know. I'd rather die than ask for help and be embarrassed, you know, or put other people at like inconvenience. I feel like by telling people that, hey, I think I'm in pain or I'm hurting, I feel like I would inconvenience the other passengers. Do y'all know what I'm saying? Or is this stupid? Anyway, long story short, I'm okay. It wasn't that bad of a scratch. I raw dogged it. I roughed it out. Okay, you know, it was a little tough. But I've been in worse situations down there. I've had some worse stories. So this one was just a kind of oopsie whoopsie, but I survived. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Reminder for those of you guys at home, okay, drop a comment. Let me know if there's any specific video topics you guys want to talk about. If you have any questions, okay? And the ones, if you don't have any of those, go into the comments and just upvote, you know, the ones that you want to see the most, all right? If you don't have anything, you don't have any ideas, get in there. All right, you guys can have a discussion as now. Like you guys said, Twitter's cooked, right? So, you know, we might be doing a little bit of tiny transition where we bring the conversation into the YouTube comment space. I'll still stay on Twitter for sure. I think you have a Blue Sky as well, but I haven't been using that actively. So get in there. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys later. We'll make a lot more content for December. The last month until we get into 2025 is going to be a huge ride. I'm pretty sure of it and never disappoints. I love y'all. Take it easy. Don't scratch your balls after you handle the peppers and brush your teeth. Take it easy. Peace.